but he's suited by box 8. He's slow away, got a high turn of speed. He's most probably better suited around the one-turn tracks at present. He comes up with box 1 here, which is a slight question mark, but 6, 3, 2 and 1 my numbers.
And Mark, unlike myself, you're a fine user of the English language. How would you go as a race caller with this one here?
Lamia Nonna Mary.
Spot on. Absolutely spot on.
In a race call, that'd be hard work.
Well, James Vandermart's the man for the job, and he won't bother a feather getting that out in at high speed at race number 12 on a big card like tonight. He'll get that out easy.
Shouldn't be allowed. Like those trot races that have too many characters. Shouldn't be allowed.
Last especially.
Numbers, gentlemen. Starting off with you, Patch.
Oh, look, I'm leaning on Nate for this one. I've fully had my concentration around the better races tonight. So tell us, Nate, how's this race going to play out? If anyone's looking to find one in the get-out stakes.
Yeah, 6, 3, 2 and 1. I thought Kenya Nitrate, 4th run back from a spell. Posted 29 and 71 before it went for a bit of a break late October. Should be ready to peak tonight. 29 and 45. Place getter at Sandown last start. Utilises wide draws. Should get a pretty clean run going to the corner and build full revs around him down the outside. So it on top for me. I think it had some market support, 420 into 340, but I still think that represents a little bit of value. Number 3, Wyong Dallas in for second, a greyhound jump and run type. He's got plenty of early speed, doesn't do much wrong. He's a baby of the field. He's only had 6 starts. He's had 3 wins and 3 minors. He's done nothing wrong through his career. He's just stepping up now, integrated company. That's a slight question mark. 2 Bounding Chiefs, the roughie of the race, $17. If he can get a nice drop cold on the fence, he's had some work over 600 of recent times, and he did post a fast 29 and 49 win at Sandown recently off of the rails draw. For 4th, number 1, Hara's Buddy, a greyhound who will most probably be slow early, have a high turn of acceleration, just a little bit suspect over the 500 late. 6, 3, 2 and 1 my numbers. Race number 12 at the Meadows this evening.
What a terrific night it's been. Lanfranco taking out the Zoom top and Tim Zhu winning the Tem Lee. Good evening to you, Mick Ebron. Congratulations again. Aussie Infrared, another Group 1 win. A sensational evening it's been, and to cap it all off, here's James Vandermart.
Thumbs home to win the Tem Lee, snatching it away from the kennel mates. So they're coming in. A big thanks to you, Marco, and the lads downstairs. Huge night, and it was the first of 3 big ones in succession here for the Oz Cup Carnival. Set for the lucky last. Often racing, a bit of a patchy start, and Wyong Dallas is going to thread through and challenge Hara's Buddy, who's accelerating fast, using the draw. They're coming together and getting right up behind them, Lammy and Nonna Marie. So Hara's Buddy locks horns with Wyong Dallas. Down the city side, they're 3 lengths to Lammy and Nonna Marie, and then Bounding Chief from Holden Vale starting to run on from Canyon Nitrate, Shake and Bake. And at the end, poor Erina as they turn. Hara's Buddy gave a little kick. Coming back again, Wyong Dallas. Hara's Buddy in front, all out, but clings on. Too good. Hara's Buddy won it by a neck to Wyong Dallas in a memorable double for Jess Hopkins. 3rd to Holden Vale. Canyon Nitrate maybe 4, just over Shake and Bake, who ran on late. Then Bounding Chief, who was back at the end with Lammy and Nonna Marie. And poor Erina, one of the last in, 30 and 23. And Hara's Buddy will just do enough for Jess Hopkins and the Haras. Side draw went straight through on the rail to take them.
Well, there's the closer of the evening. Hara's Buddy kicking up along the inside from Wyong Dallas. Really good tussle throughout. Nath, in the run, you were waiting for them both to get collared, but nothing was making up any ground.
Yeah, no, there wasn't anything close enough to pick them up, and they're not over strong greyhounds. They're both Hara's Buddy, who was a 500-metre winner at the Meadows off a favourable wide draw a few runs ago, and Wyong Dallas is his best section's his first 2. So when they paired off, you most probably wanted to be on whoever was going to be in front, and then there was a bit of scrimmage in behind, and they just kept rolling on the arm, and they were too good. So Jess Hopkins had 2 in the race. The money come for the on-top selection of Kenya Nitrate, but he just began average and then found a bit of trouble through the corner, and meanwhile the kennel mate was hard up against the fence and off and gone, and 30 and 19 took care of business in the last, with Hara's Buddy bringing up a double for Jess Hopkins.
He's going to be a pretty handy dog, that Wyong Dallas.
I think he'll continue to get better with time, and he caught my eye early on as we touched on, but I just think he'll be just a genuine 500-metre dog that'll go in, week out, and I think he'll get to free-for-all, over the period of time, and he'll just be a great money spinner for Team Daly, I think, going forward. He's pretty faultless early, he's good down the back, and he'll just grind out a solid 500 as he gets, a bit of maturity and some more race starts in him. So he's certainly one to follow and one that I've been keen to follow since he started. I think he's got plenty of upside.
To think that was only night one. We're spoilt the next 2 weeks.
Is there 2 more weeks, is there?
Yep. Of the Australian Cup Carnival. I hope you know that.
Well aware, my friend Mark.
It'll only get better. It'll only get better as the numbers.
Next week's going to be unreal.
Yep.
As a number, and then we've seen a few of the big guns topple over tonight. No Scalacci, no Field Day, no Where's Poppy. Like a few of these ones that were highly selected and highly touted that you'd think at worst would qualify to the second round are out.
And we get all those 8 Temlee runners injected straight into these semi-finals. So
now I assume
they're pretty strong based on the results tonight. They're going to get even stronger.
I assume being the 4 semis next week, 2 of the 8 at Temlee runners will be in each of the 4 heats. Is that how the system would work here? Surely 4 of them wouldn't lob in the same heat next week. There'll be 2 of them in each heat. Would that be fair to say?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Your insights are wonderful as always tonight.
Can't you Google it?
Greyhound Racing Victoria.
You'd assume so. How they're filtered in, position or ranking or what? I'm not sure.
Yeah, the rest of them, how they filter through, I'm not sure. But I would imagine out of the 8 Temlee runners, there'll be 2 runners in each of the 4 semis. So
that's the expectation.
Even the winners and the ones that have qualified tonight are going to be hard up against it because that was a jam-packed Temlee field, and you're thinking 2 runners from each heat will go through, and they would be taking centre stage going forward. There wasn't much in that Temlee that was there via shortage. They're pretty hot quality dogs. So you filter them through what qualified tonight, put a rookie rebel qualifier in or prelude in, and heats of the Fanabase the Superstars as well. So, wow, it's going to be good next week.
Brooke and Jamie Ennis, actually, whilst we're here, I know we've got to get off air very soon, but they had a pretty handy dog win on Wednesday night at the Meadows, the first going sub 30. It was a really nice effort in the opener.
I saw the result, didn't see the replay.
We see that. We see those greyhounds go around in 2 weeks' time as well.
Correct.
Would
that maiden series?
Will they be here next week as well with the maiden series semis?
No, the semis won't be. The final will be in the third week.
Yeah, so that's going to compile a wonderful final. There was certainly some good heats there, and that was the standout. That winner there, Tribeca was the name of that greyhound, won by 13.5 lengths and broke 30 seconds. Had a couple of placings at Ballarat through a Vic Breeders series there, a couple of weeks back to Metropolitan level, and when the Ennis kennel bring them to the Meadows, they always grow a leg, and Tribeca did that on Wednesday night.
And when they back them. No, it was a very nice start to the night, and made me think, gee, not only for the Fanabale stayers, the Rookie Rebel, the Australian Carp, that maiden's going to add a little bit of extra spice.
Well, there was one maiden that went down out of the Jason Thompson kennel too. It ran second, so it'll qualify. It was really heavily supported. It went up $5, jumped about $150, didn't get across from
$5 and the $150.
Yeah, well,
$550 to $150.
So how does the Jason Thompson first starter go around $550?
That's another discussion for off air, guys. No, we're not talking about it.
So even some of these beaten brigade are very well bred and were heavily supported on Wednesday night. So even though Tribeca took the time on us and looked impressive, I think some of her rivals might close the gap going forward. So just another feature to have on the third night of the carnival.
I think there's a country race now.
Legacy, that greyhound.
Legacy, that is correct. And a son of plaintiff. So, there's been big raps on this litter. So,
how's this though? We've got all of these Group 1 features. We're still talking about maiden dogs from good kennels. It's exciting. We've always got something to look forward to in this sport, which is great. Looking back very quickly, highlight of the night for me has to be the Thompson trifecta. For you guys on the spot?
I think the theme's been training performances.
Yeah.
I mean, the trifecta of Group 1 Temlee is unbelievable. And for Len Franco, from where he come from to where he is now, I mean, Brooke and Jamie Ennis have done an amazing job.
Terrific
so
story.
for me, the theme and what I've most noticed about tonight is the performances from our elite trainers.
Nate's going to say his own tipping performance.
Yeah,
so he should.
Train to the minute, though. Them runners that we've talked about have had ample time off and been set by the astute trainers of Victoria and performed on the big stage when it counted. So, the training efforts by Jason Thompson, Brooke and Jamie Ennis to the forefront tonight on night 1 of the Australian Cup Carnival.
Sensational.
What about you?
The trifecta, the Thompson trifecta, for sure. I mean, filthy on Flying Zulu getting beaten, but Tim Zoo's a very good dog, and to see what it means to them after the amount of success that they've had is just awesome. It's just awesome. So well done to the Thompsons. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Well tipped, Nath, and thank you for the insights brought to us from the track, Jace. It was a great evening. Looking forward to doing it all again next week. And
You won't be with us, unfortunately.
No, I won't, but a couple of weeks' time I'll be back for finals.
He comes back for grand
Magnificent.
final.
Absolutely.
He just comes back for the big one.
He knows when the cream's on top, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, thank you guys. Go well, and thank you to everybody for tuning into Sky Racing Active's coverage of night one of the Australian Cup Carnival. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Top Cat. Thanks, Stapo. Thanks, Jace.
Thanks everyone.
guys.
Thank you.